Hello and welcome to the Easy Letter Notes Volume 1. Congratulations on purchasing your book and getting inside the learning. Now I'll just walk you through some of the main important topics, lessons you should learn before you start attempting to play the song. Easy Letter Notes is the easiest method, simplified method of playing songs. So let's get inside without keeping you waited. I will just get inside the notes. So you would have already got the PDF notes. I would want you to take a printout of that notes and then keep it in front of you as you follow each lesson step by step. So this is the cover page, and once you go inside, you will find the contents. What are the things that are there? What are the subjects that are there inside the booklet? So the first part is lessons. I have just listed some basic lessons that you should know before you start attempting the songs. Then the list of songs are given. And last, there are notes resources. What resources you need for playing these songs. Everything is given out in the last section. So let's get inside. I will in a simplified manner, I will try to put this across to you so that you know what is to be learned before you start playing your songs. Now, you just need to know three topics and follow three steps in order to get started playing the songs. Even if you are an absolute beginner, doesn't matter. If you do not know anything about the music or the keyboard, it doesn't matter. Today, with just this lesson, you will be able to understand what you need to learn to get started playing the songs you want to play. Once you complete the songs in this booklet, you will be enabled to go and try any song that you would want with the notes that are available on internet or in different places. So now let us first start with the first topic, which is music alphabets. So this is the very basics of learning to play the piano or the keyboard. So as I told you, I'm reminding you that there are three topics you should know, and then follow three steps to get started. That's all you need to do. So let's get inside. The very first thing you should know is that the music that we play, all the songs that we want to play in our instrument or on the keyboard, they all come from 7 music alphabets. In fact, whether you're learning Western music or Indian music or any type of music you're listening to or trying to play, they all have only 7 music alphabets. Okay, we can also call that as music notes. In Western music or on the piano or keyboard, these 7 music alphabets are named as C, D, E, F, G, A, and B. Altogether, 7 music alphabets. The first thing that you should know is to learn these 7 music alphabets and know their placement on the keyboard. Now you can see that there are many keys, white and black keys. How to find out these 7 music alphabets C, D, E, F, G, A, B on the keyboard? So let us first get to that. Now, please observe that your keyboard is made up of white and black keys. White keys are arranged one after the other, whereas black keys are arranged as groups of 2s, groups of 3s. In all places you can see two keys group and also groups of 3 keys. We are going to use this in order to learn and identify the notes C, D, E, F, G, A, B or the music alphabet C, D, E, F, G, A, B on the keyboard. So in order to play all the songs you want to play, you have to know the 7 music alphabets C, D, E, F, G, A, B. Take a moment now and learn these 7 music alphabets by memory. Everything that you would be playing on the keyboard or the piano is going to be connected with these 7 music alphabets. So I would ask you to take maybe 3 to 5 minutes and learn this by memory. It's also quite easy. It's the first 7 letters of the English alphabets A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Only thing is it is starting on the note C, and the first AB is placed at last. C, D, E, F, G, A, B. Okay, so in the notes you can see that C, D, E, F, G, A, B are the 7 music alphabets from which all the songs that we play are going to come from. Now, coming back to the keys, the white and black keys that we have now is having these 7 music alphabets. So let's find out all of these music alphabets one by one. The first music alphabet that you should be knowing is C. So let's find out where is C. Wherever you find the 2 black keys group, wherever it is, wherever you find, the left side white key is C. You can see it's also shown on the display. Wherever you find 2 black keys group, the left side white key is C. Okay, let's go to the first set of the keyboards. This is C. You see, if you find 2 black keys group, the left side white key is C. Following C, you always have the notes D and E. They are like friends. D and E are friends of C. Wherever C comes, the next 2 keys are, or the next 2 notes are D and E. So first learn to play this. Find C, following that are D and E. You find C here, the following are D and E. C, D, E. C, D, E. So on. The next thing is, after we have learned C, D, E, you please go to the 3 black keys group. The left side white key is F. Remember, wherever you find 3 black keys group, the left side white key is F. And following F, wherever F comes, the following notes are G and A. Wherever F comes, you have G and A. Now there are 2 landmarks we have learnt, 2 clues. To the left side of 2 black keys, we have C. Following that, we have D and E. To the left side of 3 black keys, we have F. Following that, we have G and A. The third clue or the third roadmap is, to the right side of 3 black keys, we have B. Wherever we get 3 black keys, the right key is B. Wherever 3 black keys, the right side is B. So like this, let us learn 3 landmarks for learning the keys. To the left side of 2 black keys, we have C. To the left side of 3 black keys, we have F. And to the right side of 3 black keys, we have B. Following C, we have D and E. Following F, we have G and E. And the last key to the right side of 3 black keys is B. In this order, when you learn, we have C followed by D and E, then we have F followed by G and A, at last B. So this is the first set of keys we have on the keys. And if you observe now on the keyboard, the same thing is repeated here second time. C, D, E, F, G, A, B. Same thing is repeated. Again for the third time, the same thing is repeated. C, D, E, F, G, A, B. The same thing is repeated here for the fourth time, sorry. And finally, you have the same thing repeated. C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C. So, in fact, the same keys are repeated 5 times on the keyboard or 7 times on the piano. Okay? Once you learn this, you can go to the next topic that is called as octaves. So, now each of this set, the first set, second set, third set, fourth set, and fifth set, this is called as octaves in musical terms. When you're learning the piano or keyboard, the word used for that is octave. So you can call, some people call it as keyboard sets. In the beginner level, you can call this as keyboard set. The first set, second set, third set, fourth set, and fifth set. But the proper word would be first octave, second octave, third octave, fourth octave, and fifth octave. Now you would have observed the same C, D, E, F, G, A, B is repeated 5 times. So while we are playing, there could be confusions, okay? So which C, D, F, G, A, B are we referring to? Is it the first octave, second octave, third octave, fourth octave, fifth octave? You may get confused. For that reason, in music they use something called as SPN, scientific pitch notation. SPN is very simple. With each of the notes that we are going to play, a number for octave is mentioned. If 1 is mentioned next to the note, that means first octave. 2 is mentioned next to the note, it's second octave. Third octave will be mentioned with the third note, 3. And fourth octave with the number 4. And fifth octave with the number 5. So next to the note, whenever this number is written, that is indicating which octave you have to play. Generally, the third octave is not notated, because if there are no numbers, it's understood it's third octave. Okay, because a lot of playing happens on the third octave. That's the reason we don't write. But whereas if you see a number, please follow the SPN. So now we have learnt the 7 music alphabets, which are C, D, E, F, G, A, B. Your first goal is to learn the placement of the 7 note C, D, F, G, A, B on the first set. Then practice a little bit of octaves, the 5 octaves, first octave, second octave, third octave, fourth octave, and fifth octave. Finally, you also meditate or just practice a little bit on the SPN. The first octave notes are numbered with number 1, second octave are given the number 2 next to the note, third octave 3, but generally we don't write anything because it's used most often. And then number 4 is for fourth octave and number 5 is for fifth octave. So this is the first thing you should be knowing. I told you there are 3 things you should be knowing, and this is the first thing. Number 1 is musical notes, octaves, and SPN. With this, please go on, spend some time and practice, and then we get to the second thing and the third thing following.